Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Borderlands 2. I'm Nosgard Silverclaw, here with my character Gage.
And I'm the super stylish Dark Lordington.
Yes, and I felt it was time for a new outfit. So we put on this one. Because I have fashion sense clearly from that ridiculous mask I'm wearing.
Super fashion sense. You could be a model of fashion.
I could.
The Bane. Marcus.
They wear stupid clothing all the time, those fashion models.
I do. Now today everyone, we're going to be doing exactly one quest. It is a very long quest. This is kind of a long video and it's all one quest. Let's get started.
Yeah, I don't know, it's really short.
I knew I hadn't heard the last of that gun. I bought it off a guy a few months ago. Great gun, but it's cursed. I sold it to a bandit named Horus.
Alright, we're going to be after a gun called the Bane. We start our quest off by going to the Dust. Now, I want to make a few points clear about the Bane right now. This is relative to its level. Well, keep that in mind. Relative to the level you pick it up at, well, the level of the gun for the quest, it is one of the greatest weapons in the game. As far as damage, rate of fire, it is an insanely good gun. But that's all I'm going to say about it for now. Let's move on, shall we?
Yes, purely stats-wise, it is excellent.
It is arguably, and there's no gimmick. I mean, when I'm saying I pull the trigger and it does high damage, it does. There's not like some random gimmick involved. It will always be high damage. But that's all we're gonna say. We want to enjoy this.
Yeah. I think we're selling it too high. They're going to be this.
No, they're not. It isn't good as I'm saying. It is one of the best guns in the game. Anyway, I just equipped a new shield as you saw there, just to show it off. It's a void shield, so when my shield breaks, I do high damage. I don't plan on keeping it for very long. It's just, you know, my old shield, I've worn it too long, so I switched into a void shield.
It was so long that every single arrow was green.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. It's kind of outdated. Anyway, just come back behind the fat chick's. What the hell is her name? Ellie's place. I think it's Ellie.
Yes.
Right, after you kill the spider ant, there's the dead body we're looking for, who, well, apparently the Bane curse got him. His corpse is right up here, so we'll listen to his audio log right now. Or, right now.
McNally took the Bane. It worked like a charm against the spider ants, but the curse... If you're hearing this, fine, McNally. He may have left me for dead, but he doesn't deserve what the Bane will do to him. Nobody does.
You know, Dark is known for having some of the most bizarre luck in the world, so I bet the curse isn't even going to affect him. I mean, that's how you are, right,
No,
Dark?
it won't affect me at all. Well, that's not really luck-based, is it?
Well, you could be lucky and be immune to the curse, you know, by like 1% chance you had the right genes.
I suppose. It's like, you guys are nerds. I don't know, it's a thing.
I mean, we are talking about a guy here. I've been playing with Dark for years, as you all know. This man will literally spend 6 hours farming a 98% drop, and then he'll get the 0.1% drop on the first try. I've seen it happen. It defies all logic.
I can also run across an enemy that spawns 0.05% at a time, 25 times in a row.
Yes,
Twice.
but he can't find the guy who spawns 80% of the time. Can't find it to save his life.
I cannot.
Anyway, if you just drive down here where we are, you'll meet McNally here. I recommend you get out of the car. We're demonstrating here that for some reason the car just does jack shit damage to him.
Yeah, the bullets, not phasing him at all.
We are missing some of those shots, but not all of them, and it's really not doing anything.
So, yeah, take that in mind when you try to kill this asshole.
Anyway,
Gotta get rid of it. Gar's coming from Lynchwood to buy it. That idiot's got no idea. He never believed the stories about the curse. Boy, oh boy, is he in for a surprise.
so McNally man to live through the Bane's curse, only, well, I shot him in the face with a shotgun, so, yeah. Still.
No, you shot him in the spleen with a shotgun.
What? No, I got a critical, that's a headshot.
Yes, but you shot him in the spleen and the arm and
Well,
the arm and the head and the here.
I suppose I did. Anyway, we're now going to be heading to a zone we have not been to yet, called Lynchwood. There are plenty of quests here, which we will be getting to eventually, but I thought this was a great quest to do first because you go all over the zone for this quest. And don't mind the rednecks, they respawn after we finish the thing with them. We did it a while back.
Yeah, they don't obstruct our fast travel so long as they don't down you.
Conducting a sweep of the city sometime in the next few weeks. And no, I don't know what her real name is. All I know is she deputized me at gunpoint. She scares the crap out of me, and I really hope she's not listening to this.
We'll learn more about the sheriff later. There's a whole quest line involving her that we will be doing, of course, but for now, let's focus on the Bane.
Yes, let's deputize somebody by gunpoint to us. That seems logical, and they won't betray us at any time.
That is how I do it. It's how I get my deputies.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, you can't just use a robot. That'd just be nonsensical.
I believe they did that in Fallout 3.
The sheriff will be conducting a sweep of the city sometime in the next few weeks.
Oh, he already said this. He's on a repeat cycle. He had like 3 or 4 lines. He says them all the time.
She scares the crap out of me, and I really hope she's not listening to this.
Anyway, we're going to be taking this zone kind of slow and fighting our way through it. These enemies actually are at our level, so they can actually kill us within reason. So, like I said, we're going to take it slow, we're going to use tactics, and we're going to try very hard not to fuck this up. Because we need some new guns anyway, and there's a good chance we can get some decently leveled weaponry off these enemies. I would recommend you do the same if you are around our level when you get here, which you probably will be if you're playing along.
You might want to check the vendors at the start of the zone and see if you can't get a better shield if you don't already have a good one.
It is a valid point. Definitely not a bad idea to do that, and there's a ledge there.
It's what I did later in this video, quickly buy a new shield.
Darkness. Here I am trying to be professional and take cover, and there's like just an unexpected drop-off right off the side of that one house. That one house had that drop-off.
Yeah, the one house. It's certainly not the first time you've ever walked off a cliff without realizing the cliff was there.
The point is...
That's never happened in this LP.
The point is, I kept that one in to make a point that there's a very steep drop-off and not a lot of cover for this particular spot, and if you're not careful, you will end up falling to your death. But I figured...
And it's hilarious.
I figured maybe you guys will get a laugh from my fail positioning, but it's... Still, I mean, that's not as unlikely as you think. That drop-off is kind of hard to see in the dark. I mean, you're all watching it. Can you see that drop-off?
Considering you're not even looking at it right now, I think they have to be pretty skilled to see it.
Indeed. Don't worry about the hot dog stand. We'll deal with that later. Oh. Anyway, keep pushing your way forward. It's gonna be a hell of a fight, so I hope you're here for some violence, everyone. Because we got a lot of people to go through to get to the two.
A couple of you have learned that Handsome Jack, my boyfriend. If you're worried, that means I'm just a pretty face who got this town as an anniversary. Well, you know where to find me.
She sounds like she's not afraid to step up, you know? She sounds like a fighter. That kind of hot to me, and I like her voice. It's kind of cute. Darkness?
Let's kill her.
Let's kill her. That's how you show love, right? You kill them with guns?
Oh, that has nothing to do with love. Let's just kill her because she's with Handsome Jack.
Well, I don't care about that. I actually like that guy. He's funny. He stabs people with spoons.
Yes, but he's in our position of power.
So you're trying to say we should kill him to claim his seat of power?
Yes. And we have to kill everyone related to him so they don't claim to have his piece of power.
Huh. I don't believe she's related to him, or if she is, this is something that Ellie would be into.
She's his girlfriend.
That doesn't make him related. Or unless you're in Kentucky.
Doesn't make him related, but that means she can make a claim.
Darkness. It's only related if you're in Kentucky.
What?
Kentucky. A lot of inbreeding there. I lived right next door to it. It's actually true. It's not a stereotype.
I don't know how that's relevant to what I just said, but okay then.
You said... Never mind. Let's move on. A new topic.
I said, yes, the girlfriend can claim power because the boyfriend's dead. If it's in the will.
Darkness. Let's move on.
Nah. We have to focus on this. We have to do philosophical debate on whether or not it is okay for a girlfriend to usurp the power of the boyfriend. Or vice versa, for that matter. Is that legally viable?
Legally, by Pandoran law, I have no idea. By United States law, absolutely not. Unless it's in the will.
Yes, but this is Pandoran law, so we gotta go by that.
I don't know Pandoran law.
Well, exactly, that's why we're trying to make it up.
Now, let's move on to something relevant to today's video, shall we?
Okay.
Anyway, once you fight your way to this point... Oh, level 25, that's nice. I'll deal with that in a little bit. I don't feel like taking my level this very second.
And then he takes his level that very second.
No, I don't. I'm pretty sure I clear the area out first.
You don't, but it would have been hilarious if you did. Yeah, I'm not going to take this level up this very second. Alright, I guess I will.
Once you clear to here, which does take, as you saw, a while.
The sheriff is offering $500 for every slab scalp. The Slab King's none too happy about what she did to him, so keep your eyes open.
Anyway, as I was trying to say before that announcer started talking again, just follow your way in here and there's an elevator you have to take to continue on. I actually got lost and could not find the elevator the first time I did this quest, so wanted to make a special note of saying that.
And I found a new rocket launcher. This one's even better damage output and it's caustic.
Well, very good, Darkness. There's some good cover right here you can use if you want to hang back. I don't feel like it because I have the turret shield, so I can use that to fire on people.
Yeah, might as well use that. It's much more cool. And high tech, and therefore it's cooler. That's how it works, right?
Not to mention it's cover that shoots back, so it increases our DPS.
Yes. We killed him in the toilet.
We did.
Even though there was no urinal to be found there.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Anyway, fight your way through here and you're almost to the next part of the quest. Just a little bit farther and we'll find out a little bit more about the Bane.
Or will we? Will it just lead to more questions? Will we have to do soul searching, Nos?
We might. Let's find out after this guy dies. He will eventually die. There he goes.
I don't believe it.
Now then, the Bane.
Had to get rid of it.
Deep soul searching. I feel like gripping. 10 out of 10. The acting, the voice work, the setting, everything about that was AAA blockbuster quality.
I haven't been this sad since I saw Graveyard of the Fireflies.
I've never even heard of that, and I don't care. I'm too moved.
Grave of the Fireflies?
Yeah, never heard of it.
The movie that takes place in Hiroshima?
Never heard of it.
World War II?
I've never heard of it.
Well, you have now.
Apparently I have now. Okay, Hiroshima, World War II. Quick something we're going to show you guys real quick. It's not really to do any achievement, but we think it's worth doing, so we're just going to do it real quick like. Not this guy. This guy's unimportant. After you get...
We're doing it mostly because we need new guns.
We do. So, I'm not going to watch dark so as to make this quicker, but if you go down where he is now, you can just jump right off here, fire your gun, there'll be a switch right on that wall where he's painfully looking at, should be easy to figure out. It'll turn off the electric fence and you can get to this gun loot.
Fun fact, that initial rocket launcher blast I did while jumping actually destroyed the transformer.
Yeah, so if you have an explosive weapon, you can sometimes destroy without going down there. Now, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my Torgue shotgun to a new Torgue shotgun, because this one's higher damage and the enemies are getting a bit tougher. And I decided to go ahead and switch my corrosive shotgun to an SMG. The damage is slightly lower per volley, but I did it because with two shotguns, I'm finding myself having more difficulty in terms of ammo consumption. This way, by using 4 different kinds of guns, my ammo will stretch considerably better. Anyway, with that out of the way, just hop down.
You've got me to think that you're living in a town called Lynchwood, everybody. You know what Jack wanted to call this place? New Haven. I love the guy, but he doesn't exactly have a way with words.
Yeah, apparently... I do like the name Opportunity more than the name New Haven. It does sound kind of newy. After all that is done, we're back where we started, right at the entrance to the area. We're just going to make a quick pit stop here while Dark, as he said, he's going to buy a new shield, and I'm not going to. I don't know why I didn't at least look.
It's green across the board, and it reduces the damage of the last element that hits it. It's fancy.
I'll go ahead and get more Made of Sterner stuff, because I like that skill. It gives me and Deathtrap damage resistance, and Deathtrap hits harder, which is important when, you know, Best Friends Forever is all about Deathtrap. It's his tree, and that's the one I'm currently perked into.
I don't remember what the other shields were that I was debating with, but it was another one that was just about on the same level, but there was like different effects.
Well, fair enough. Anyway, you want to go to the right now. The first time we went out the left. We're going down the right now, and we're actually going to see this entire zone minus the town, which was right down this middle. We're going to see almost the entire zone by doing this one quest, which is why I chose to do it first. I think it's an excellent way to get accustomed to the new area.
This is the sheriff. Rumors that Lynchwood might become as civilized as opportunity are not to be believed. Let Jack have his ivory towers. I came to Pandora for action.
Yay, action!
I'd say we saw about 3/4 of the city, and that chick is hot.
3/4 of the zone we see, maybe 5/8.
Something like that. We'll go with that. I mean, it's obviously we haven't measured it, but it's a reasonable estimate. And dude,
No, I measured. I used a calculator. I did a ruler check. I did so much mathematics.
I see. Anyway, when you get up here, I recommend you have a corrosive weapon. Obviously, you're gonna want a incendiary weapon for this entire zone. There's a lot of bandits. It's almost exclusively enemies that are weak to fire weaponry. But I still think you should bring a corrosive weapon specifically for this part. You will see why. Not the lab rat. I'm just shooting him with it because why not?
It's because it was in your hand.
Yeah, pretty much. It was in my hand and I had a lot of bullets in it, so I said, let's shoot people with it. It made sense to me at the time.
It's not really a damage reduction for the flesh guys, unlike the static weapon, so it's fine.
Indeed, totally fine. Anyways, there's a lab rat up there. We don't need to worry about him. You can shoot him if you'd like, but he's just gonna throw crap at us, and it doesn't do too much damage. Too much. I say that if my shield breaks. Yep. And as I say that, my shield breaks and I get my ass kicked by God knows what.
Now I shall stare at you. Oh.
Nope, no staring. That's what I got my robot.
I stared at you.
Oh, well, fair enough. That's what I got my robot
You were
for.
stared at.
Fair enough. Anyway, I'm thinking about switching guns, but nah, I'll keep this one a little longer. I do like the Batterwing weapon quite a lot, admittedly.
You are obsessed with Batman.
He wasn't Batman, he was the Whack Man.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying you are obsessed with that guy. I'm saying you're obsessed with Batman in general.
I'm actually a bigger fan of the Punisher.
Well, explain why you are currently wearing a Batman suit.
I needed the brood.
I will accept this.
Anyway, this is why I told you to bring a corrosive weapon. The actual mount that these field rats are riding on is considered an armored target like a robot, therefore it takes extra damage from corrosive, less damage from other damage types.
Note how slowly it takes him to destroy it while my rockets kill it in one shot.
Well, it is a rocket launcher versus a bullet.
I know, but I like to point out the fact that you use worse weapons than
I don't consider that true. You're using a weapon with very little ammo, but high damage output. You run out of bullets long before the fight ends.
Your point?
My point being, yes, you have higher damage.
They're dead. The guys that do a whole lot of damage and have a whole lot of hit points are dead. The little guys you can punch to death.
Fair enough. Let's try out the other weapon I got today. That first shot was a terrible miss, but that's okay. I have Ricochet on one of my skills, so bullets bounce back into people for me. Anyway, nothing new here, so let's move on a little bit. Now, let's talk about the Bane a little bit more. We're actually getting very close to the end of this video, and of course the end of this quest. I think by now you guys have figured out that I try to finish the video when the quest ends, when possible.
What?
I know, it's shocking, right? Anyway,
40 episodes and I'm just now learning this?
41 episodes, and you're just now learning this. Anyway, we're going to clear out the remaining enemies real quick so they don't interrupt us in our moment of glory, and I want to remind you, this is one of the most powerful weapons in the game relative to the level you can get it at. Keyword relative. Obviously at level 50 there's going to be way better shit than what I'm about to pick up. But this cursed gun is legitimately just incredible, and you're about to see why.
Well, step on the grave. The turret will shoot you for that.
Oh my, such shooting. Much pain. Ow.
I'll stab you for that.
I know. Anyway,
With a rocket.
let's, I recommend you pause the video and really look at the stats on this gun once I bring it up. I'm not even going to say anything. I want this gun to speak for itself. Just watch it in action.
Scream!
Here we go, everyone. Enjoy the Bane. No, not that one. The other one. There it is. No, that's not it. That's the one.
I'm going to main this gun, by the way.
I hate you so much. The curse of the Bane, everyone.
So I'm going to main
This
it.
is the curse.
I'm going to use any other gun but this gun.
This is the curse of the Bane, everyone. It is a two-part curse. First off, let me give you another example real quick. One more example. Yeah, you notice how I'm moving? Yeah, when the Bane is equipped, you move at a very, very slow pace. Whenever you fire it, it screams at you at the top of its lungs very annoyingly.